Welcome to the 5-Minute Face by Colorescience. I'm Carly, aka Product_Guru on Instagram. How did I become the product guru? I've been in dermatology for over 11 years, and patients rely on me to recommend top quality products. I often hear patients say, Carly, I wish I could take you home with me after I've applied Colorescience sunscreen. Well, now you can. With this 5-minute tutorial, you can learn how to do the 5-minute face in the privacy of your own home. The number one thing you can do to prevent premature aging is apply and reapply zinc oxide-based, chemical-free, physical sunscreen 365 days a year. Patients often tell me they have sunscreen in their makeup. I respond with, I have an incredible zinc oxide sunscreen with high-performance mineral makeup in it. With zinc oxide layered into every single step, you don't have to compromise. Colorescience has it all. Are you ready to learn? Let's get barefaced. We're going to start by talking about a few of the products that we're going to be using in the 5-minute face today. The 3-in-1 Total Eye addresses dark circles, hydration, and contains an SPF 35 6.7% zinc oxide. It depuffs the eye as well and has incredible hydration. For me personally, I'm going to be choosing Even Up. With SPF 50 and 8.6% zinc oxide physical sunscreen, it's the perfect choice for me. Next, we've got our sheer foundation called Tint de Soleil. It has SPF 30, 6.7% zinc oxide, so it's the next layer of sunscreen we'll be putting on. And it has milk lipids and ceramides in it for moisture. So if you're the type of person who likes a tinted moisturizer, this product is perfect for you. If you're going out for the evening or just like a full coverage on a daily basis, the Natural Finish Pressed Powder Foundation SPF 20, boasting 12% zinc oxide, is your rock star. This is not your grandma's powder. With 4 different particle sizes, it creates a 3D breathable mesh on the surface. It contains no fillers or talc. Check the label on your powder and see if you can find talc in the ingredients. It never settles in the lines and always leaves the skin looking hydrated and radiant. I love layering this product over the Tint de Soleil just in the areas where I want a little bit more coverage. So let's get started on the 5-minute face. First, that total eye. Taking just about a half of a pump, we're going to apply 3 dots underneath each eye, 2 on the eyelid, need just a little bit more product, and 1 above each of the brows. Taking the metal applicator from the inside of your eye in a sweeping out motion actually helps with lymphatic drain and depuffs the eye in this physical manual motion. With SPF 35 and 6.7% zinc oxide, this makes a great eyeshadow primer, but also protects the eyelids. Most people don't put sunscreen on their eyelids, and the eyelids can't just have a simple Botox or IPL to help anti-age them. They get crepey, they droop. We need to protect that delicate eye area with good sunscreen every single day, 365. Now, up here above the brow is simply just for looks. We like to pull the eye up in the area, so highlighting right above the brow here is a really beautiful way to bring the attention up to the eyes. Next, Even Up, or whichever skin perfector that your professional has chosen for you. 1 full pump, warm it up between the fingers for 5 full seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this takes a little bit of getting used to putting on because it doesn't have any chemicals in it and has the treatment products. So we're going to sweep across the cheeks, sweep across the forehead, the chin, come all the way out to the jaw, upper lip, nose. Now we're going to love it into the face with big movements. That way we don't whip air into the product. Sheer coverage option, the Tint de Soleil. Again, adding that moisture with the ceramides and milk lipids as well. SPF 30, 6.7% zinc oxide, our second layer. About 3 seconds on this one, and because it doesn't have the treatment products in it, you can just buff this one quickly and easily into the skin. If you would like a sheer coverage, you may stop here and go on to the color pieces. If you'd like a little bit more full coverage, like we spoke about, nice little sweeping motion, and simply apply to those areas that you want just a little bit more coverage. Then we lock in the makeup using our hydrating mist. Just a little bit of a halo motion here and step into it. You can actually use this all throughout the day to revitalize your makeup. All right, now onto my one trick that everybody loves, and that's our cheeks. This on-the-go palette has 5 different colors in it, and actually can do your cheeks, your eyes, your highlighting, and your contouring all in one amazing palette. Starting off with the universal color in the middle, I'm going to be doing the application a little bit heavier than normal so that you can really see where I'm putting the different colors. And then at the end, we can blend it together by using our fingers. That's the beauty about using mineral powder, is that when you move it around, it becomes more sheer. So you don't need to be afraid to try new things, to go a little heavy-handed, and then just lighten it up. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is what I call the mountain. So we're going to take the color and put it starting at the hairline and moving forward. Most of the deposit comes off the brush first, so it's important to start back at the hairline, working our way forward. We're going to stop to the outside of the iris. This is key. We've heard so many times in our life, just smile and put it on the apples of your cheeks. Well, when we're younger, we're an inverted triangle. As we get older, we become a regular triangle. We want to keep that youthful look of the inverted triangle. If we keep the color to the outside of the eye, this will enhance that inverted triangle, increasing the vertical roadways to the eyes. So keeping this right here, again, on the mountain to the outside of the eye. If you wanted to have a little bit of a help there, put on a pair of glasses and just notice not to come in further than the lens. The second tip is to take the number 2 highlighter, and in a backward C motion, we're gonna be putting sunlight on the top of the mountain. Last, we're going to take the number 4 bronzer and push it up into the mountain. Not pulling it forward, that can create a darkness in the nasolabial fold, and again, aging us. So pushing up into the mountain. Now let's just make sure we're blended a little bit here. And repeat on the other side. The next thing we're going to do is our eyes with the same palette. Make sure we're blended here. The number 1 is our highlighter. We're going to take that and put it right underneath the brow. The number 2, which is the same highlighter we used on the cheekbone, is going to come in the inner corner of the eye. So when you open your eye and you look in the mirror, this should be the inner third before your iris. What this does, most people are a little bit close set. Our eyes are a little bit close to the middle of our face. This will keep things open. Again, supporting that inverted triangle. The number 4, which is the same bronzer we used underneath the mountain, is going to come right here over the top of the iris. If you're somebody who, when they're putting on their eye color, always seems to manage to get it on their cheek, a little tip is to do your PERFECTOR first on your eyelids, then put eyeshadow on your eyes, then go and do the rest of your face. For those who tend to always get it on their cheeks, they absolutely love this tip. Let's just be matched up here. So we're just bringing this up into the crease. If you're slightly hooded, which can happen a lot, you can come up just a little higher into this artificial crease. And again, minerals like to be played with. It makes them more sheer, so you can actually just play with them. The number 5, come right along here, along the lash line. And that creates a little bit of structure along the lash line. keeping this to the outside 2/3. So just to reiterate, we've got the number 1 under the brow, the number 2 on the inner third, the number 4 on the outside 2/3, and the number 5 right along the lash line, coming in just on the inside of that iris. The last step in keeping that inverted triangle supported is our brows. Keeping a nice open brow is going to lift the face and keep it open. Everybody has different colors of hair, even whether you color it or not, we have different colors of hair in our natural hair. So we're going to use 5 different colors in our eyebrows as well. We've got platinum, blonde, we've got some lighter brown, brunette, redhead. We're just gonna tap all along the palette here. Now how we do a proper brow is to start with going from the bow of the lip, outside the nose, through the middle of the iris. That's the height of the arch. We'll start at the height of the arch, working our way out, and then in. That way most of the color deposit comes off of first, and we don't have those eyes falling into the center of the head. It keeps things nice and open. Again, couple taps on each one, super easy. Starting at the height of the arch, working out, and in. Now, how far out should we go? That's a good question. Bow of the lip, outside the nose, outside the eye, all the way to the end. So again, starting at the height of the arch and ending to the outside of the eye. This actually, little tip, if you wanted to take a little bit of this number 5 in the palette and just come along the lash line, it's just gonna take that look from nude to a little bit more of a pop. This mascara is absolutely fantastic. It's a very niche product. Whether you have your normal Va Va Voom mascara that you like to use, this can be a daily mascara that's healthy for your lashes, and then you can just use that Va Va Voom mascara on the days that you really want it, and your lashes will be ready to go. It has no kohl, no tar, and it has peptides in it. So it's a conditioner, and it actually helps to lengthen your lashes by supporting them and having them stay in longer. The brush itself, all my patients absolutely love this brush. Nice, big, fat brush. We're gonna take it, starting at the base, and just wiggle our way up. What's nice about it being kohl-free and tar-free is that it's actually easy to take off with the normal cleanser that you're using every single day. Now for a daytime look, if you don't like to look overdone, you can actually stop at this point, or if you'd like to, you continue on to do your bottom lashes. The last step in our sunscreen protection is our lips. Working in dermatology, if you've ever seen anybody who's had a freckle on their lip and had to get a biopsy, it completely changes the look of the lips. Keeping your lips protected every day, not just with an SPF, but with zinc oxide, which again is that physical sunscreen that has those little mirrors in it that reflect the light, is something we really recommend in dermatology. It has hyaluronic acid in it for moisturizing and comes in a few different shades. If you have blue eyes, I like to pick the pink. If you have brown eyes, I like to pick the rose. Coral is amazing, or champagne. And if you just want something nude, the rose, being the color of lips, goes on very, very nude. This is pretty much a 5-minute face, but if you want that extra little tip to make you look over the top, take that number 4 bronzer, come underneath the jawline here. We don't have sunlight hit us underneath this area, so it tends to stay really light and highlighted. We want to make sure we don't cut the jaw off at all. Come all the way underneath the bone for an amazing pop of the jaw. The number 1 highlighter comes right here on the center and sweeps along the jawline. This creates all the different steps that we want to see and a nice curve to the face. You did it! That's the Colorescience 5-minute face, and you are rocking it. Now you are ready to walk out the door. And remember, I work in dermatology, so there's one thing I love for the patients to keep in their car or their purse because it's heat resistant. Great way to reapply sunscreen every 2 hours, which is what is recommended for sunscreen reapplication. It is a brush-on sunscreen, SPF 50, 23.9% zinc oxide, because my motto is, I want to save the world one beautiful face at a time.